lovelies, it's Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, where we carry the largest selection of wood flowers in the United States. Welcome back to another tutorial. Today we are going to be working on a Thanksgiving centerpiece. This one's going to be extra. It's going to be a bountiful centerpiece. Yep, that's what it's going to be. So let's jump into it. We've got a fun little hack for making some centerpieces using a material that you probably would not think to use for a centerpiece. So hopefully that's intriguing enough to get you to watch for a little bit longer, and let's dive into this. It's going to be fun. Today's materials. I know not everybody has an entire basket full of fake fruit. But if you want to be like me and have a whole basket of fake fruit for whatever project tickles your fancy, thrift stores are gonna be your friend for this. I find random bags of like fake grapes. I've got vegetables now in there too. There's some peppers and zucchini and whatever else. You never know when you're gonna use it for a project, and I've kind of been obsessed with faux fruits and vegetables lately. So we are gonna be using some of this to create our bountiful centerpiece. We also have some moss. I've got some little fake mushrooms and acorns in here. Our wood flower story. I also have these really cool like faux cabbage flower kind of things. Oh, there's the price tag. I got these at the thrift store. They were originally $9 a piece, but I got them for like, I think $2, maybe, probably less, probably $1 at the thrift store. There are cornucopias underneath all of this. Here is our fillers. We're not gonna use a lot of filler because we're gonna fill it with a whole bunch of other stuff. And yeah, I'm not 100% sure that I'm gonna use the cornucopias, but I think I am. I have an idea. We'll see. It will be a bountiful. So here, again, supplies for today's tutorial. The weird part of this is gonna be a pool noodle. What you're gonna do with the pool noodle, you can get these at the $1.25 store. They carry them pretty close to year round now. I don't know if they have them out right now in winter time, but they carry them all the way through fall because a lot of people use these for Halloween decorations as far as a material to build things. So they do have them quite a bit throughout the year. So grab yourself a couple pool noodles, and what you're gonna do is, and I just realized I'm bleeding. Hold on. What did I do? I did something, cut myself. I've already done one of these. I didn't cut myself making this, but I have done this before and I just reused the base over and over again. So I'm gonna show you this, and it's got a whole bunch of holes in it, but it's fine with me. We're gonna cover it all up. So here is the pool noodle looking like a little sausage, basically. Let's take those out. So what I do is fold my pool noodle in half, slide in. Now you don't have to use candlesticks if you don't want to. I like to use candlesticks. You could put little platforms on there too. You could do nothing. You could just use the pool noodle. I would double it up to give it a little bit more oomph instead of just a single, and then it sits a little bit nicer. But then what you're gonna do is wherever your candles and things, just squish it together with some zip ties. And there is the base for your centerpiece. Now, this centerpiece, as I mentioned, is going to be a bountiful centerpiece. So let's show you the bounty that is going to be going into this piece. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then we'll get to making the centerpiece. I'm very excited for this. I hope it turns out as pretty as I'm hoping in my head. So let's jump into it. Now I did put the candles in place just so I have an idea for height. But it's just gonna depend on what you're putting in there if you are putting something in there. Now we are gonna cover up some of the moss. We're not covering up the moss. We're covering up the pool noodle with moss. For the most part, you're probably not gonna see much of this pool noodle, but I do it just for giggles, basically, just to get some coverage. Plus, I'm not gonna be putting anything in these other candle spots, so I'm just gonna cover that up with the moss as well. If you want to do more, you absolutely can. You could even put more in around the sides and things too. I just kind of stick a little bit in here and there. The flowers and all of our greenery and fruits are going to cover up a lot of this. At least that's the hope. Pop some of that. Squish it in there. And then I'm gonna look like my fingers are all nice and green already. Okay, so cornucopias. I think I'm gonna do this. So I have 2 of them. They don't match, but I don't care. I mean, if you do, get matching ones. But what I'm thinking is we're gonna have this floating cornucopia kind of thing. Look at that. And if I hate it, then I'll just take off the cornucopia parts. But I think this is what we're gonna do. Yeah, to fill in this to start, I'm gonna use the frosted eucalyptus. I believe it's frosted eucalyptus that we have. And I'm going to just cut these all down into little stems. And this is gonna cover mainly the bottom face. We're just looking to cover some of that pool noodle. Fill that out a little bit. Now we've got these lovely faux cabbages of sorts. I don't really actually want to cut those stems. I feel like I can get away with not cutting the stems. And actually, let's see. I might have to. Son of a. Ooh, wait. Maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Yep, okay, there we go. Nope, I won't have to. Good deal. I just want them to, because I might use these for an in a different arrangement at a later, or like a wedding bouquet or something. So I really want to do a bouquet full of fruits and vegetables too. I know guys, but girl can't help herself. Okay, I think we're set with greenery. I am gonna keep the cornucopias. I really am liking how this is turning out. It's very much a tablescape in terms of just, I don't know, it's just magical to me. I do have some leftover moss, which is a good thing, because any little holes that are not covered with fruit or flowers, we're just gonna sneak in a little couple pieces of greenery. Now for the fruit, I'm sure you're wondering, how are we gonna get these all in there? They don't have wires on them. No, they don't. Most of them, but they're really easy to actually stem up. So we're just going to take our fruit. I say that, and then if I can't get this wire in, I'm gonna have egg on my face basically. But you're just going, oh yeah, that one worked just fine. Just gonna poke a hole in it and stem it like you would anything else. So you can glue these if you want. I typically don't, but that's just me. Get your fruit in there. And you're all set. So let's get all of the fruit in. Maybe the flowers at the same time. I might just do both at the same time. We'll see. I think what I'm gonna do for the camera, we're gonna work on this side first and then we'll work on the other side afterwards. So you can see both sides, okay? Okay, remember how I said we're gonna have a little bit of moss left over so that we can fill it in. Where did I put my moss? There it is, okay. So this is why using a bright green is helpful too, but do you see right there? There's a little spot where there's nothing there. And granted, this is also green, but it's more natural looking. I also have like a little spot over here that I wanna just fill in. And so I just go around looking to see if there's any other holes. And I think, oh, over here. I don't even think you can see it. Hold on. Here, there's a little bit on that side over there. I'll stick that there. There we go. Pool noodle, what pool noodle? Well, there you have it, lovelies. A over-the-top, abundant centerpiece for this holiday season. I am really glad I used the 2 cornucopias, even though they're not exactly the same. I think it's really cute. Turned out really sweet. I'm gonna flip this. Actually holding up pretty well for not being glued in or anything. I mean, which side is your favorite? The little cabbage flower side? Or non-cabbage flower side? I think I like the cabbage side better. Which is always so funny to me because that's the side I don't even look at while I'm doing. I'm just like reaching over for the most part for most of the setup of that one. So that was fun. Oh, this little bit of moss floating around. This turned out so cute. I'm very, very happy with how this turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I hope you have a lovely and wonderful, safe holiday weekend coming up. Yep, all that fun stuff. And let's do all those other fun things. If you're loving this channel, can't get enough, want to know the next time we post a video, which is typically once a week, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell to find out about the 150 style wood flowers, craft supplies, and greenery. Go on over to ohyou'relovely.com, but before you do, let me give you something. Use the code YouTube30 to get 30% off one regular priced order. Now you have that if you miss out on any of our sales coming up in the next couple of weeks with the craziness that is the holidays. So we will be having lots of different fun events for you guys, so stay tuned for those. And I'll see you next week for another tutorial. I'm Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely. You, my friends, absolutely lovely. Bye, guys.